I'm Kayaditi, and this is Meow Wolf Hard, all holes in one. Ooh, this was a tough one. This is Numina. That's the alien from another world who has this alternate universe people can hang out in without judgment. Pretty cool concept from Meow Wolf. So hole one had a number of aces in game, though Lord knows I can't do this consistently. But I was trying different things, going straight at it, going off the arrow. It's just a tough hole. All right, number two, just hoping to cross the path of something, anything. It is kind of funny though, you have to wait sometimes just to see, is it a thing? I don't know. I mean, it like moves your ball around and you're like, well, okay. Just slow and painful.
Yeah, I've never done that in game.
Yeah, got a couple of game aces for this one also. Gadonk. Three. Three was pretty tough to get. Got real close to it so many times. And actually got this ace a while back, but I had some major contrast issues with my quest for some reason that eventually fixed itself. But that ace was so dark. So this is the second ace I actually landed. I went back and just redid it, which took a long time. I don't know why it doesn't like to angle towards the hole. But interesting, because the first ace I actually go through the slot that's facing you there, which honestly is the way to go. I mean, to try to, try it in game. When I'd gotten it the first time was this one. I just went behind it and skipped that altogether. Man, it was dark. I was like, what the heck? And I couldn't get the software to fix it. So, oh well. We've got a front ace, back ace. It's all good. Alright, 4, we've got our prism splitter, and the one closest to the holes, the most likely to get you down on that last lily pad. So, just showing the colors of which ball goes in. I did use the splitter one step up, just to kind of see, and it does get something down there sometimes. Didn't take long to ace it. Yeah, I won't try that in game, but you gotta. Alright, 5. So I take it up high on the left there on that hill. That gets all the balls to come around and roll down and give you a much higher chance of an ace. Don't putt like straight at it. So I did for this to get a wild ace just for funsies. But no, I take it slow up to the left so it'll all roll down. You could always skip the splitter altogether. Don't recommend it. But I wanted to get one that way, and of course to get 2 of them to go in. Gotta love a good double ace. There's something real funny about that in the hole in fun at the end. 6. So this one, again, automatic hole in one, happens roughly about 1 every 30 times, it seemed to me when I tried it out a bunch. It did not do the weaving back and forth at the top past the leaves the way easy does when you can tell it's going to hole in one. But this is real interesting. It actually missed once. Oh, that's so rude. Like, I've never seen that happen but the one time. So yeah, it can screw up. Another way to get to the waterfall, if you're like me, and just have troubles getting around those rocks. 7. So if you skim the edge of that hole real close, it just banks back really nice. Yeah, do it gentle enough and you've got a good layup for it anyway.
Alright, so check out what Alice figured out. If you hit it in this, watch this. It just comes out of that guy over there.
Alright, for the ace, you can go to the left and just skip it, like I did in easy. Just pop it right up over that ledge there. You just gotta practice it, learn how hard to hit it. And that can get it over there pretty good. Still my favorite thing to do in game. Haha. Love a good dunk. But you can actually ace it going through. You just got to hit it in there pretty hard. But not like so hard because it will fly out the other side. It can get through there. And it took a little bit, but did manage to get that ace. All right, 9. Yep, that prism splitter. Definitely want to use that. The path to it actually tends to keep things on the bridge anyway. Better than if it kind of goes shy of it. I find I tend to fall through that hole there if it doesn't quite get to the splitter. Yeah, I thought, let's see if we can get a double ace on this one also. So I've got yellow and red. All right, 10. Yep, do like to get to the splitter on this one. You have more options of something getting on that highest bank at the back. So you can get it at least into. $11. Ugh, such a simple to not be so simple. Just gotta time it. Kind of think, well, maybe you get a little more room to work if you can learn to bank it off the side. 12. Honestly, diabolical. It does not like to get the balls all the way around where the hole is. You have to hit it so hard and in all the right ways so that it will come back around. So there were definitely these kind of near misses, but not very many for how many times I swung at that thing. So for the ace, believe it or not, that grip to putter 3 made that easier. It's the only hole I ever injured myself trying to get. So fibromyalgia hates this hole, swinging that hard. I injured my shoulder twice, but stubborn. But the putter actually made it easier to swing big to get it. So that was really interesting. So slow motion, just showing, you've got to, whenever it's starting to come up, it's got to hit that little panel at the back to get into the splitter in the right angle. And then you just pray for a miracle, basically. So my husband had got it before I did. So that's that panel I'm talking about, that small panel at the back. Just showing that up close. And so, yeah, just, put a number of clips in here if one wanted to kind of slow it down and see how similar they all hit. All right, 13. Yeah, holy cow. Other than 16, this was the next hardest. This path is just pure chaos. So nothing really to learn from this necessarily. This just took hours. And the hole is so small. It's like the ball, I was like, is it even going to fit in that? I don't even know. It has to be so precise. But oh man, I was so shocked. I was just like, oh my God. All right, 14. Bump it up into that splitter. I love when it kind of comes out and just whoosh, almost like one to each slot. It just looks so cool. It's a very satisfying hole to putt. So you could skip the splitter if you really don't like knocking it up there. You can always learn to kind of go off the side of that and get it in there. All right. Yeah, seriously, that's just rude. So with the ace on this, I did manage to tap off of the block, so is what it is. But in game, going that path though still was really useful. I didn't hit the block all that often, but when I did, it actually aced, so maybe I should have been hitting the block. You can actually go straight through it if you learn to time it. You can just make a straight putt out of it. All right, 16. Hardest one in there. Holy smokes. I've been working on this for 4 months, 5 months. That's what it usually does. You can usually get two in some assortment, but not three. This one got the first and the last. Usually it's the first and the second. So there's that spot on the back. It's always that spot. Tried tons of other things and nothing else worked. It just doesn't have the force to get it. So here we go. Tapped the fence. That's what got it to carry to that third one. Only barely. So same spot off the back. Has to go up, come all the way over. And if it seems to have to tap the top of that fence or come up in a way that it'll catch that arrow to make it go a different direction. So here's an arrow tap my husband got to show how that worked. I've only ever seen 4 people get this hole, and it's always been a fence tap or an arrow tap. So here's Zonk. I wanted you to see this one. This is 3 out of the 4 I've seen. So again, with the fence tap. Makes it carry way over the top over there. So his is very similar to mine. All right, 17. You can kind of skip all that. And just, if you hit right there where all those little points come together, it taps over really nicely. It can also be tapped off behind to get it to come up and over, but I think you run a higher risk if you miss of it dropping out. 18. You can hit any of those splitters in there. It doesn't have to be one that's sitting on the lotus spinning. So I'm just tempted sometimes to do that and just hit it up in there and see if it catches something. That's what you would usually do, I guess. That's the straightforward path. All right, hole in fun. Yeah, like what's with this stasis field? Here we go. It's just sitting there. Yeah, just trying to do trick shots from other areas for some challenges online. That was tougher to get around those little teeth than I expected. So this was interesting. If you're on hole 3 and putt it back, like I'll go try to ring hole 1 from 3. It registers all of that as water because of the lily pads that it's always going to. And so no matter where it is, it registers water. Oh geez. Just denied. Let's see it again. Bam. No, sir. Happened to me twice. Look at that. What? Come on. There's a hole in there and I actually had the ball just fly out once. Oh, this was weird. So I putted this once. It goes in the waterfall. It goes the wrong way. It went downward. What the heck? Surprised this did not ring things more often, because I putted that hundreds of times, but it really didn't. Man, that one just took off and then went bang off the end of the arrow right off the gate. So if you go and you put it into the little portals on the side, even from the beginning, and it turns it into a marble. Very strange. Like it'll just shoot through the wall and boom. So in Denver, that's where the actual Meow Wolf is that has that show that matches this course. Check it out sometime. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like.